Dead body in the water. We fished it out.
Victim's name is Cheryl Putnam.
The body was dumped upriver late last night.
Whoever killed her hung on to her for a while before he mailed her.
How do you know?
I used to be a homicide detective.
Detective Thomas Hardy.
Tom Hardy? You're famous, man.
Infamous. Was once the most decorated officer on the Pittsburgh police force.
But you're a talented guy. You can be anything you want to be.
I like my life just the way it is, Pop.
Until he broke rank.
Loyalty above all else, except honor.
And told the truth.
It was a Pittsburgh cop that killed these girls. Just ask these guys.
Now,
I got you this job after they took your shield.
River Rescue 9221. This is Base. Hardy, please come in.
9221, go ahead.
he's got a new assignment.
And Shark.
A new partner.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
I never had a woman partner before.
Neither have I.
And a river full of dead bodies.
We're in pursuit of a murder suspect, who may be armed and dangerous.
This is not your case. Do you understand me?
I'm trying to solve a murder here!
They should have never put him in the water if they didn't want him to make waves.
How many men upstairs? Let me rephrase that.
Officer Hardy was not out of control and dangerous.
Puts the bodies in the river so I'll find them, Nick.
He wants me to find these girls.
Bruce Willis.
You just won't let go, will you?
Hardy, behind you!
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Thank you.
No, I should definitely be thanking you.
You know what? I just thought of a way that I could probably thank you.
Boy, you gotta be so careful in this life, Tommy. Very careful.
Stop now!
Striking Distance.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, this is Sam.
This is Becca. And that's Amy over there.
Yeah. Hi, welcome to BNS About Movies. Amy is our guest this week. She is visiting us for the holidays. She's sitting with young Angelo. Say hi, Amy.
Hello.
Okay, today we're watching the Gone with the Wind of Pittsburgh movies.
Striking Distance.
Striking Distance. Made in Pittsburgh, about Pittsburghers, and for Pittsburghers. If this movie,
And for people who wish they were born Pittsburghers, but not.
This movie only has a 5.8 on IMDb. In Pittsburgh, it has a 10.
Fuck them.
I'll tell you what it's about.
Jens are slow.
Coming from a police family, Tom Hardy ends up fighting his uncle after the murder of his father. Tom believes the killer is another cop and goes on the record with his allegations. Demoted then to river duty, the killer taunts Tom. This was written and directed by Rowdy Harrington.
Who I love.
Yeah?
Because he made this.
He also made Roadhouse,
Yes.
The Striking Distance, The Last Boy Scout,
Yes. Another Bruce Willis.
another Bruce Willis movie.
What's the third one? I don't know, but I love Roadhouse.
Tales from the Crypt,
Yeah.
Jack's Back. He hasn't really made anything. He was born in Pittsburgh, PA, though, in 1951.
Oh, yeah.
He did the movie A Murder of Crows, and Bobby Jones' Stroke of Genius was the last movie that he worked on. This movie stars, of course, Bruce Willis as Tom Hardy.
Sarah Jessica Parker as Detective Emily Harper.
Dennis Farina is Captain Nick Dattilo.
Yes.
Tom Sizemore,
Is
Detective Danny Dattilo.
Hello.
Brian James.
Is that the dad?
He's Eddie Eiler. Brian James.
Oh, yeah, he's the weird-looking guy.
Yeah, he's also in Blade Runner. He's General Monroe in The Fifth Element. He's Stubbs in Enemy Mine. He's been in a ton of... If there was an 80s movie that needed a bad guy, there's a good chance Brian James is in it.
You would recognize him, Amy.
Robert Pastorelli is Detective Jimmy Dattilo.
Who's the best cop now?
Timothy Busfield is Tony Sacco.
Yes.
John Mahoney is Fraser's dad, and he's Lieutenant Vince Hardy. Andre Braugher is District Attorney Frank Morris.
Who you'll also recognize. He's from Law and Order.
Yeah. And the most important actor in this movie, Sergeant Fred Hardy, played by Tom Atkins.
Yes. Pittsburgh's own.
Loser.
Yes.
Yes.
When people don't know all the weird movies that Tom Atkins is in, like Halloween 3 and The Fog, I go, the other uncle from Striking Distance, and they're like, oh.
So, this originally, the lead role of this film was to be played by Ed Harris.
He's from here, too.
Yeah, it was then rewritten for Robert De Niro and then Bruce Willis.
All right. Name all the actors that are from Pittsburgh.
Oh, we do that all the time.
Okay, go. Let's go. Ed Harris.
Ed Harris. What's his name from The Fly?
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
Michael Keaton.
Gene Kelly.
Who else?
Tom Atkins.
Who else?
The dude who is...
Isn't what's her name from here? Jennifer Beals? Or is that just set in Pittsburgh?
Just set in Pittsburgh. Jeremy Sisto.
Yeah.
The little lady from the... from what do you call it?
From Poltergeist.
No.
From here.
Yeah.
Rubina. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes, she's from here.
What's his name? The guy who used to have a talk show. He's the dad in Beethoven.
Charles Grodin.
Charles Grodin.
The dad from Beethoven. Who else? That's 8. Let's get to 10.
Tom Savini.
Yeah. That's 9. Sex Machine.
Yeah.
That's what Noah calls him when he sees him on the street.
Oh my god.
From Dusk Till Dawn, remember?
No.
The Quentin Tarantino with George Clooney.
I thought that was...
Oh, what's his name? The guy from Gung Ho. No, he's not from here. Never mind. Johnny Dangerously. I'm trying to think what his name is.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. Yeah, he's from here. Michael
You
Keaton.
already said him.
I said him.
Oh, you said him?
Yeah.
Oh.
One more. Come on. You can do it.
The girl from Community is from here.
Christina Aguilera.
Christina Aguilera.
She's been in Burlesque.
She was in
All right.
Burlesque. So
I
that
guess
counts.
we'll count her even though she's a singer.
This movie was originally to be called Three Rivers.
Which I would have been okay with.
Yeah.
Striking Distance is much better.
The test audience hated it. It was reshot and new stuff was added.
What are the 3 rivers? Just kidding.
They said the original cut was like Hudson Hawk without the laughs.
That was a horrible movie.
Yeah. They said working with Bruce Willis is like working with Orson Welles.
I couldn't see that, but I would let Bruce Willis do whatever he wanted.
They reshot.
Hold on. We should start this podcast over and you should do this with a Yinzer accent.
No. All the love scenes were reshot to make them sexier.
Oh.
All the dialogue scenes were reshot to make quicker paced. And they changed the name Striking Distance to make it more exciting. Bruce Willis was angry because he had to return for reshoots. He treated the director horribly bad during the initial filming and reshoots. And this movie flopped, only earning $24 million of its $30. Bruce Willis has apologized for it, saying it sucks. So another thing to notice in the movie is if you notice any of the police badges, they were only given 4 badges to use. So all the badges have the same number. They had to destroy all the molds so that people wouldn't reuse them.
I would like to find one of those molds.
Yep.
Make my own and then just go patrol the river on my own. He would be my deputy.
Yeah?
Detective Teener Beener of the Pittsburgh Dogs River Rescue Squad. I'd put a siren on his stroller. Push him around.
What's the name of the serial killer in this movie? The Polish Hill Strangler.
Well, that's the one he is in the beginning.
Yeah. And he says, "Motherfucking Nick, he's been in the Polish Hill Files."
Yep.
Whenever they were doing interviews on TV for this,
Yeah.
Robert Pastorelli was on Late Night with Dave Letterman and accidentally gave away the ending of the movie
Aww.
on the show when he was on. In the final underwater fight scene, you can see a crew member's flippers for a couple seconds when they're not supposed to be there.
Well, let's look for them.
So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But this is in Pittsburgh. You can't find this movie in a used store.
Because everyone owns it.
Yeah, mostly on VHS. Hugh, there's an actor in this movie. There's a guy named Huck Tuckerman, and he's played by my favorite name actor ever.
What?
Timothy Butts.
Oh. Teener.
He's alright.
This movie only has a 15% rating
That was teen
on
jumping in
Rotten
the river.
Tomatoes, and it was filmed. Here's the places where it was filmed: Pittsburgh City Hall,
Duquesne.
Point State Park, Allegheny County Courthouse, Mount Washington, Neville Island, Monongahela, Natrona, and the Regis R. Melody Bridge in Elizabeth, PA.
And our hill.
Yeah, the hill right down the street from our house.
Which is Duquesne.
Is Duquesne.
And it was also filmed at
Polish Hill.
Yeah.
Mount Washington.
Who said that?
It's filmed all over.
It's filmed all over. They're missing a few places.
I mean, this movie is Pittsburgh, except whenever you see it, there's the scene whenever he says,
Take Bigelow.
Take Bigelow, and then all of a sudden they go from...
Take Bigelow, like, you know, by where we live.
Boulevard, you mean?
Yeah.
Take Bigelow, they come down this hill over here by our house. And that's supposed to be...
Anyone else in the country is like, boy, Pittsburgh has some really varying landscape. Anyone in Pittsburgh saw it goes, they ain't on that road. That ain't the way you go. Also, that isn't how you'd give directions at Pittsburgh. You'd say, take a left by the statue, and then turn by where the giant eagle used to be.
The giant eagle.
You give directions by where places used to be, not where things are.
Yeah.
That's how you know this movie's from Pittsburgh. But also...
Taking everything away.
Yeah, well... Also, nobody in this movie eats a sandwich with french fries in it.
No.
But they have one dinner where everything falls apart, which... The way this family acts is very Yinzer family.
Yes.
The way they talk to each other, like, ah, yes. Then you just start punching each other.
Yeah.
I've been to family parties that turn out like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you want the actually where they built the big cop riverboat headquarters station. They actually built that for a real thing for riverboat cops and never end up using it.
I know. I'd like to go see it, please.
I think Duquesne Light uses it now for one of their power grid stations.
We'll talk to them and give me a tour.
Exactly. There are no real riverboat cops in Pittsburgh. There's just cops on the river, but there's not a riverboat cop division. I like how
I haven't joined yet.
My favorite part of this is how all the real cops look down on the riverboat cops.
Like they're the skis of the department.
Yeah, like you're one of them river rats.
Yeah.
Like, then we do our job. We know what we're doing. My problem with this movie is I don't think the girl from Sex and the City is good enough for Bruce Willis.
Me either.
She's
not her normal Sarah Jessica curly hair. She's like straight hair in this. It's weird.
I think
horse face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say she looks like a horse.
Yep. No, Sam doesn't like her.
I don't like her at all.
I know.
And her husband's a killer.
Did you know that?
Broderick?
Yeah, he killed 2 people drunk driving in Ireland when he was younger.
Shut up.
And it got like covered up and fixed.
Yep.
How do you
got
know
out of
this?
it?
Because I watched Entertainment Tonight all through my childhood. Every night I was glued to my TV. I'm like, do-do-do-do-do-do. And I'm like,
Remember A Current Affair? Remember that show?
Wow.
Watch that.
Yes.
Yes. Wow, wow. And it had the triangle logo.
I watched A Current Affair and I watched Inside Edition.
Yes.
I watched Entertainment Tonight Weekend Edition with Mary Hart and Lisa Gibbons.
You know what I used to watch? Rescue 911.
Yes.
With William Shatner.
I loved that show. Hey! So did he.
Angela said, I was on that show.
Falling off the couch. He's falling.
Were you on Rescue 911?
This is what happens.
He says.
He barks and gets worked up.
He gets all worked up and then he has to cough out the barks.
This is 911. Do you have an emergency?
Today on Rescue 911, a courageous dog saves a child.
She was a hero.
Now rescuers must save her on Rescue 911.
He just goes.
You feel better? Did you watch Unsolved Mysteries?
Of course.
You know you can't find the original ones at all. The Dennis Farina ones are streaming. We don't want the Dennis
The
Farina
guy
ones.
in this
The
movie
guy in this movie.
did it after Robert Stack.
Unsolved Mysteries is
Yeah.
on Lifetime every day.
The old ones?
Yeah.
With Robert Stack?
I don't know. Who's that?
The original guy. The guy who was always on it.
I don't know.
The host.
I don't know. Watch Lifetime at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
That's when it's on.
It's for the ladies.
Maybe not in Pittsburgh.
We watched 4 Lifetime movies this year already.
Ooh.
All the Flowers in
I
the
made him
Attic.
watch all the flowers in
No,
the
but
attic.
they're not real ones.
But they're pretty good.
And we watched the original Fires in the Attic.
Yeah, I made him watch that too.
And we watched the Marilyn Monroe story.
Yeah.
Which had boobs in it, which I wasn't ready for.
How about Mother May I Sleep with Danger?
The new one.
Remade with James Franco.
They saw it at Redbox.
How about they're working with Candace Cameron?
Yeah, Candace Cameron Bure.
She's the voice of Charlie.
I'm legally not allowed to say, but I may write tweets that Candace Cameron Bure looks at and then writes her own tweets based on the tweets that I write.
No.
And she tells people about how to eat better.
So basically, Sam chats with DJ Danner all the time.
I don't physically get to talk to her. She looks at the things that I write for her and she says, yeah, that's good. No, that's not good. Yeah, that's good.
And what I hate to tell you this as much as I love you, what DJ Tanner says goes. So she doesn't like it, it's out.
I'm not even allowed to go to the shoot.
Did you guys watch Fuller House?
No, did you?
No.
Yeah, I watched every single episode so far.
And?
That's okay.
Have you ever seen the movie that Uncle Jesse was in where he played a special agent? And he fights a transvestite, Gene Simmons?
No.
And Vanity's in it. It's called Never Too Young to Die. It's like he's like a 22-year-old James Bond in it. It's really great. Oh, Gene Simmons wears all Cher's clothing because he was dating Cher at the time, so she gave him a lot of her clothing to wear. But he plays a transgendered bad guy.
The new American hero.
Go!
John Stamos is Stargrove.
Stargrove.
Vanity is Danja. Gene Simmons is Ragnar. Never Too Young to Die. Rated R.
Huh.
It wasn't in theaters long enough for anybody to even know that it existed.
Or before we were born, maybe.
Yeah.
No, because I mean...
No, because we would know.
I'll tell you when it came out.
It was probably like right when we were born.
What year were you born?
83.
Oh.
No.
I was already a spry 11.
Yeah. I tell him all the time that he was old enough to babysit me when I was born.
Yeah.
I was.
And now he gets to do it forever.
It's from 1986.
Yeah,
A spy's son inherits a case of a heavy metal he-she out to foul city water with his floppy disks.
What?
Yep, it stars John Stamos as Lance Stargrove, Gene Simmons as Carruthers, Vanity, Robert Englund, and George Lazenby, the guy George Lazenby, the guy who played James Bond once in On Her Majesty's Secret Service, plays Drew Stargrove, John Stamos' dad. So he's really supposed to be James Bond. Came out in June of 1986. You were 2, Amy was 3. The cover of it's amazing.
So no, we haven't seen it.
Oh, I saw it.
That's because you were a babysitter.
I did. It is, I'm going to tell you that it's not very good.
Well.
But it depends how much you like Stamos. I mean, it's a Stamos starring vehicle.
I love him.
She loves his
I have
yogurt.
his headshot on my wall.
She does, remember?
I might be his biggest fan.
She took it from...
Shh, you can't say that because they don't know.
Yeah.
But he's been all over Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Has he? Oh, just...
That's my date.
Oh.
Yeah, she carries it in her purse. When dates don't work out, she just takes out that picture.
Oh,
They're all
really?
like, who are you here with? I'm like, John Stamos.
He was in a USA movie, The Disappearance of Christina.
I remember that, I think.
And he was in Wedding Wars,
Yeah.
Born to Ride. And that's about all the movies he's been in. Now he's on the show Grandfathered and Fuller House, as well as being the yogurt guy.
He was in a Lifetime movie about those brothers that killed their parents.
Yeah, the Menendez.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind, Gene Simmons movies. He was in Runaway, which is the greatest movie ever.
Yes.
With Tom Selleck. Have you ever seen it? Oh, it's
With the
wonderful.
bullets that chase people.
He's also in, Gene Simmons is also in one of my favorite movies ever, Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
He's also in Wanted Dead or Alive with Rutger Hauer.
I loved his show.
Look at young Rutger Hauer.
He's good.
He was a good-looking
Now he
man.
looks like a crazy person.
Doesn't matter, I love
He's
him.
like a Nick Nolte. He was good looking when he was younger, but now...
That's who, what's her name, wanted to play with Stott.
Oh.
Speaking of Ed Harris,
I love him.
I think he's a very good-looking man.
I do too. Do you know one of the roles that I love him most in is Stepmom?
Ed Harris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I never watched that movie because I thought it would make me
How
cry.
about The Rock?
How many times have we watched that?
I thought you meant The Rock itself. Just watch The Rock.
No.
No.
My favorite too is I love him in Needful Things.
What's
The
that?
Stephen King one.
I never.
With the antique shop run by the devil. It's really good. In it, he plays a police officer and he tells them that he used to be a Pittsburgh cop. Yes.
I'll go through some Ed Harris
And
movies.
he was in Milk Money.
Yes.
I'm going to go through Ed Harris movies and we'll
Which,
see
by
how
the
many you
way,
like.
Sam and I, we own it now.
It's also in Pittsburgh.
Sam and I, yeah, and that was filmed here too.
These are...
Sam and I looked for Milk Money for a year,
Yeah.
trying to find it, and then as soon as we got it, we saw it other places. It was wonderful.
Here's some Ed Harris movies. You ready?
Pollock.
Night Riders.
Oh.
He's in it with Tom Savini. He plays Billy, the king of the Night Riders.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Creep Show.
Yeah.
He plays Hank. The Right Stuff. Swing Shift. Places in the Heart.
Yeah.
Sweet Dreams. The Abyss.
Yep.
Glengarry Glen Ross. The Firm. Needful Things. Milk Money. Apollo 13. Nixon. The Rock. What's his name in The Rock?
Something Daniels.
General Francis X. Hummel.
Yes.
Somebody's name is Daniels in that movie.
The Truman Show.
Yeah.
Stepmom. Pollock.
Yes.
Enemy at the Gates.
I love that movie too.
A Beautiful Mind.
Didn't see that one.
Radio.
Radio! Coach!
What's so funny, Sam?
Because we talk
He
about.
makes fun of that movie.
No,
all
we
the
don't.
time.
We talk about it all the time. That's Becca's favorite movie.
I always go, what do you want? This and that. He goes, I want both. Remember when he always goes to the restaurant? She goes, you want peach pie or raspberry pie? He goes, I want both.
Both.
Both. Coach Jones.
He's on Westworld now. He's the man in black in the show.
Did you guys watch that?
No, did you watch it?
I haven't, but I heard good things.
I heard interesting things.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready for another series though.
I know. I feel like that's all I do is watch series.
Did you like Stranger Things?
I did.
I'm going to say this. The show itself was not as great as I think everyone thinks it is.
Agreed.
The people that were in it were amazing. Like the little
yeah.
boy in 11.
Yeah.
That's what did it for me. The story itself.
But also, I think for us, it's more about like the nostalgia of the time
And
period.
the music and stuff.
And the clothing and just the shit they did. It wasn't really about the story for me. Like I didn't really care, but I was
Story
like, oh
wasn't
my
that-
god, I had that jacket.
Do you know who Ed Harris is married to?
Yes.
Who?
I'm kidding. I have no idea.
Baby.
Mary, what's her name?
Amy Madigan
Oh, from
Uncle Buck.
Bye Bye Love.
And Uncle Buck too.
Let me see.
It's her.
Oh, is he?
Let me see.
Yeah.
Remember Uncle Buck with John Candy? You know Shanice, his girlfriend? Mm-hmm. Her.
They have a child together.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was.
Better than her.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's been married to Ed Harris since November 21st, 1983. They have one daughter, and they've been frequent collaborators over the years. So
He seems like a good dude.
he seems like a solid dude. He has a star on the Walk of Fame.
As he should.
Yep, he got it in 2015. It is at 6712 Hollywood Boulevard.
Why did it take him so long to get one?
He just didn't want one, maybe.
No.
I think he's probably like, it's not really that important to me.
Yeah, no.
He's like, I just like to
I
act.
love my wife and my kid.
I like my kid that it took 10 years to make, and I like being in movies like The Abyss.
They're 4 hours long.
They're 4 hours long, and I talked to a water
Did you ever
person.
see that one?
No.
That's the one they go. They work for like the government and their deep sea submarine, like where it's super dark and cold.
Mm.
and they find aliens down there. But the aliens are really nice, and they're like jellyfish. And of course, there's the bad army guys who want to kill and trap the aliens, and they have to save them and get the aliens home. It's kind of like Cocoon, but in a submarine.
I'll probably never watch it.
I love those Cocoon movies.
If someone were to want to watch Striking Distance, they could probably find it pretty easy. But unless they lived in Pittsburgh. And then you can't find it at any used stores. Because people hoard a car. We got it for $1 in Cleveland. People are like, just take it. And I'm like, look, fuck you guys.
Yeah. It's the best movie ever.
Yeah. But in Cleveland, they're like, nobody wants to watch this movie. And over here, we love every movie that's set in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
We hate those, actually.
Yeah.
I hate movies set in Baltimore, outside of John Waters movies.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to take my football rivalry to other places.
Yeah.
She said that looked like Adam Sandler.
Who did?
Amy.
It does not.
She's on drugs.
Yeah.
She's on drugs, baby.
That looks like the second hottest man in the world next to my husband.
Oh. Little BW.
I would like your face in this one. You should put, when you make the picture for this one, you should put me and Amy in the gun barrel, like our little faces, and that'd be your face.
No, I'm gonna put
that would make me the happiest.
Your
or
face.
no, put me and Amy on the boat thing, and your face there. Yes.
We'll see.
That's what I want.
We'll see.
In fact, I want a giant life-size poster of that.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting ready to watch this.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hello.
Oh my.
Is your distance being strict?
Amy went upstairs for a minute. Now that I have you alone. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh. Ooh. This podcast is taking a turn.
That did that part.
What? No. People need to know that we're a young, vivacious couple. Oh, Amy's back. Oh, hi, Amy.
Hi.
Hi.
We're a young, vivacious couple. I'm told.
We were making
necking
during getting excited about Striking Distance.
I know. It kind of does things to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Gross. I'm in the room.
Right now.
Is that what it looks like? All that water?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
All right. Well, if you can find Striking Distance, you should watch it and then get ready because we'll come
Or
back.
rent it from Sam and Becca.
Yeah.
We don't rent any. We don't rent any of our movies.
We don't ever
I
want them to
don't trust it.
disappear.
My wife is driving her elbow into my thigh.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to
It's like
move
she's
it.
dropping an elbow into my thigh.
Into your
Oh.
He thinks I couldn't wrestle him. I could do it.
No. I never. When did I ever say?
I wouldn't say
When
that.
I like what you said. He thinks that I can't drive a car with my hands. Like I've never said that.
I wouldn't say that I wouldn't wrestle dirty, but
My wife is a retired wrestler.
one night
pudding wrestler.
Yeah, that was a disaster.
A retired pudding wrestler.
Were you able to come to that? I don't remember.
No.
It was such a blur.
Remember, that's when we worked together.
Oh, yeah, we
like
could
everybody
never
went
leave.
from the store but me.
The entire staff of American Eagle went
The whole
to see
staff
the
was
wrestling.
I was in Boston.
I know. The only person in the world I knew at the time who had anything to do with wrestling, and he.
I showed you some stuff.
I know.
Remember, like, Sam and Tiff went?
Oh, all of them went.
And I had to close the store.
Mallory, Theo. Well, I don't know if Theo went. I don't think he did. Devin.
He sent one of his.
Alyssa,
He sent one of his
Bess,
rabbits.
Best friend. All of them.
He sent a rabbit to enjoy the show.
I know.
He sees it through the rabbit's eyes.
'Cause
He's like
a
the.
fucking
He's like the.
murderer.
He's like the Beastmaster.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, Theo. Anyways.
He's the bunny master.
I don't want to ruin our movie.
All right, Striking Distance.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. Come back soon.
So we watched Striking Distance, and everybody fell asleep.
But I've seen it, so it doesn't matter.
So you liked Striking Distance before you lived in Pittsburgh?
Yes.
But you had been to Pittsburgh before?
Yes.
So was it wistful for you to see it and think of Pittsburgh?
Yes. Reminds me of the good old days in Pittsburgh.
When you could be a riverboat cop?
Yes.
Punch other cops?
Yes.
Amy thought she knew who the killer was.
And she didn't.
No.
But I never really found out since I fell asleep.
I thought she was awake longer than you.
I did too.
She was putting on a really good show, being like,
I kept looking at her to make sure she was awake.
Yeah.
I'd fall asleep and then I'd be like, oh, they're going to think I'm a big pussy. So I'd wake up.
I still think it. No.
It was only like, what, 10:30, 11?
That's just because we're old.
And then I was like, oh, God, they're going to hear me.
Well, you had
snore.
driven a good distance. What, about 3 hours?
Yeah, but that was 2 nights ago. 3 nights ago.
Yeah, we didn't watch it that first night.
No.
Oh. I don't have any excuses for
Sam
Amy.
was asleep the whole time.
That's because I get comfortable with my wife. She smells really good. And I have the dog here that I've lost to Amy and Becca.
Yeah.
And then, that's it. What did you think of Striking Distance, Amy?
I liked it until
Yeah.
he got that partner, the horse face.
Yeah.
I don't like her.
Did you like when he was looking?
Very Bradshaw.
Did you like when he was looking at her?
Boobies.
No, when he was looking at her vest, or her like scuba vest, and it had like boobs
That's
sculpted
what I
in.
said, boobs.
Yeah, and he's like,
Hope she floats.
I hope she floats. Was he making fun of the fact that her breasts are small?
No, I think.
Yeah, I think he was.
Nearly.
Yeah, he's like, B cup at best.
For how small she is, she has ginormous boobs.
Yeah.
But I think she's
They're
really
just a little
little.
saggy, but like she's very small.
Huh.
Big boobs.
I wonder if I looked on the internet, I could find out what her cup size is.
Maybe.
Would you want to know?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I know.
Let's take bets.
What's her real name?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica.
I'm guessing a C.
That's JP.
What are you guessing?
I'm going to say
Say a B.
38B.
No, she's smaller than that. 38 is what I used to wear last year.
Yeah, I think she's like a 34, 32.
Wow.
She's a 32.
Yeah, 32.
Wow.
What?
This is on healthyceleb.com.
That was dead on with the 32C.
No.
Yeah.
I think this picture of
32B.
her is just a good bra.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
I think I've learned that as a guy. I used to be like, that girl's, and no, it's just a good bra. I had to learn that. Do you know what I mean? When I was young, I was like, wow.
What were you like?
I used to wear those gel bras in high school.
That's what I mean.
I was so small, and I was like, man, I really want big boobs. So I
I
got
was never small. I had them from the day that I got them.
I didn't get them until I stopped moving around so much. Until I got lazy.
She is 32E.
What?
That's a European site, though.
Come on, Europe.
That's
How
a
are we
30.
supposed to
That's
know?
This is on celebrityplastic bodymeasurements.com. These are her, in 2014, these were her measurements.
You just take the opposite side.
She is a 32B.
Yeah.
32B. What would you say her shoe size is?
A 5.
7.
A 7, right.
Oh.
What is her dress size?
Oh, a
0. Double
A
0.
2.
She's 5'3", 125 pounds.
I don't doubt that.
Her body shape is considered a banana.
As long, it's the same shape all the way down.
Explanation, here are the different body shapes. Hourglass, triangle, inverted triangle,
I'm an apple.
banana, or rectangle.
Rectangle? No, it's an apple.
That'd be me.
Kate Upton, Lindsay Lohan, and Adele are considered apples.
Yep, that's me.
Bo Derek is considered the inverted triangle, as is Pink.
Who's an hourglass
Right.
anymore? No one.
Kim Kardashian, Sofia Vergara, and Katy Perry. Beyonce is the other triangle, and as is Shakira.
Shakira.
Wait, Beyonce is an inverted triangle?
Yeah.
No.
Someone else. So yeah, that's pretty much what it says. It's rumored that she has breast implants. Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
Maybe before this movie, because in this movie she looked like. How old do you think she is?
She's
Almost
49,
50, right?
Yeah.
51.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. What do you think Bruce Willis is?
Dick size?
No, his bra size.
His dick size?
No. You can see Color of Night if you want to see that.
I know, I've seen it.
I seen it.
I've seen it.
All those
Up there.
Blockbuster tapes have tracking problems.
Yeah, because of me.
Yeah. Pausing it to see his meat.
Yep.
Baby, that's disgusting.
Got what I wanted.
You got what you wanted. That's the only reason to watch that movie.
See his junk.
See his chunk.
I don't like Bruce Willis.
Oh.
Love him.
How are you guys friends?
Right, I know.
Opposite
You know what's so
attract.
funny? Yeah, that's the funniest thing.
Are you MC Scat Cat?
Huh?
Are you the MC Scat Cat to her Paula Abdul?
Yes.
Ooh.
I don't like cigarettes. I like to smoke.
Yeah, that's me.
Don't ever think we'll get our differences patched. Hooah!
Doesn't matter.
Because we're perfectly matched.
I take
2 steps forward.
2 steps back.
I have that for lips if you want to play it. For the karaoke game.
I love that
You want to know
game.
some trivia about Sarah Jessica Parker?
Sure.
She made her first television appearance at the age of 8.
Uh-huh.
She lived with Robert Downey Jr. from 1984 to 1991.
Yep.
She was named one of E's top 20 entertainers of all time. I think it's just because of Sex and the City. She only likes to watch and prefers British television, so she likes Faulty Towers and Ab Fab. After ending her television run of Sex and the City, she negotiated a multi-million-dollar contract to do advertisements for The Gap. And she's the only one in Sex and the City who never did nudity because she has a no nudity clause in her contract.
There's a big rumor. Who's the brunette one? The one.
Charlotte.
Yeah. What's her name?
I can't remember.
There's a big rumor that she did porn,
Oh, I believe it.
but it's never been founded.
She's a member of the Hollywood Women's Political Committee.
Oh.
She had her 40th birthday party at the Plaza.
That's where mine was.
I know.
And by the plaza, you mean, what's that bar?
Nadine's.
No, the other one I go to, where there's karaoke. What's that?
She
No,
was
what's that
named-
bar called?
You'll enjoy this.
Where you had my birthday party for me.
Excuses.
That was my 42nd birthday.
She was named the unsexiest woman alive by Maxim magazine in 2007.
Yeah.
She turned down the role of Vivian Ward in Pretty Woman, which then went to Julia Roberts.
Oh. Also horsey.
She.
I don't know which one of them I dislike more.
SUP, for sure.
No.
Yeah, but they're both of them have annoying laughs.
Her father was Jewish. Her mother was German.
So she's half Jewish because her mom would have to be Jewish to make her full Jewish.
Yeah.
Like if your mother's Jewish, you can be full Jewish. That's how they do it. She's been married to Matthew Broderick, but she had her kids through surrogacy, and she didn't have them herself.
And she called herself a mother. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a fan.
I just can't believe that.
Who could have played that part better, Sam? In Striking Distance.
So many people.
Who would have been your top three
My top 3: Jennifer Jason Leigh.
from that period?
Yeah, Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Okay.
Renee Russo.
Ugh.
She's too old for it.
Mm-hmm. She would have been good though.
Yeah. I don't know who else.
I think you have it going with Jennifer Jason Leigh. You need sort of that innocent, like.
Oh, the one was on Medium. What's her name?
Patricia Arquette.
Yeah, but she's a little too top heavy to be a diver.
Yes.
So you need someone that's a little, because like she's like real stacky.
About
The girl from The Matrix would be good.
Carrie Ann Moss.
Carrie Ann Moss would be good. But she wasn't well known by that at that point.
Bruce Willis was his high school student council president.
Uh-huh.
His recording of Respect Yourself reached number 5 in January 87.
By Downtown Bruno.
Yeah.
You know about that?
Yeah.
Bruce Willis had a whole HBO special about Downtown Bruno.
He was born on a military base in Germany.
So that means he can't run for president?
Yeah. When Demi Moore, when they were married and she did Striptease as a movie,
Yeah.
he went on David Letterman and did a striptease to promote it for her.
Oh, that's nice.
He was originally cast in Ocean's 11 but dropped out.
What a dum-dum.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He was a benchmark for actor salaries when he was paid $5 million for Die Hard in 1988. And then she was, as Demi Moore did, $12 million for Striptease, which is benchmark.
He's a member of the G.I. Joe team.
Mm-hmm.
He's
He was
Joe
also
Colton.
president of his drama club at his school.
That's
And
good.
he worked in a chemical factory before he went to college.
Where did he go to college?
Huh?
Where did he go to college?
Montclair?
Montclair.
He lives in Haley, Idaho, where he owns the Mint Bar and the Liberty Theater. He also owns the Old Haley Drugstore, but the building has been vacant and unused since the 1990s.
Huh. That's like Kim Basinger owns that town.
And he personally recommended Ronnie Bedelia to play his wife.
That's an actor move. Like when you get to be a big enough actor, you're like, you know who's really hot that I'd like to play my wife?
Yeah.
And then you pick somebody because you want to do like a love scene with them.
And it says that most of the one-liners from Die Hard he ad-libbed.
I can see that.
He's good.
I don't think so.
He plays the harmonica.
He sure does. He was on the show
He was a
Moonlight.
guest at Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher's wedding.
I bet.
I know. So weird.
No, because I thought they had a good relationship.
Yeah.
He's a Republican, I take it.
Yes, he is.
Because he was spokesperson for George W. Bush. Him and Linda Fiorentino
Yeah.
were both bartenders in the 80s at the Kamikaze Club in New York City.
Oh, I can see that.
Little Richard presided over his wedding to Demi Moore, and Ali Sheedy was one of their bridesmaids.
Huh.
And he married Demi Moore at the Golden Nugget.
In
And
Vegas.
he turned down, listen to this, I didn't know that, he turned down the role of Sam Wheat in Ghost.
What a dummy!
Yeah.
Seriously.
No, that's only Swayze could have done Ghost.
I would have liked to see it.
Only Swayze could have done that.
The Sways could only do a lot of things.
He loves his favorite sports team is the NFL, the Jets, New York Jets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
He's
sorry.
still co-founder of Planet Hollywood. Are there any of those left?
There's one in Vegas. There's one in Dubai.
Yeah.
And, oh yeah, Maxim Magazine named his sex scene in Color of Night as one of the best sex scenes in film history.
Wow. Remember when there was Maxim?
He was,
That was the thing,
considered
remember?
for the role of Kyle Reese in The Terminator.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd like that. He's in some of my wife's favorite movies.
Such as?
Every Die Hard movie.
Mm.
Death Becomes Her.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
What else is he in that you love? Pulp
Armageddon.
Fiction. Armageddon. Pulp Fiction.
Ooh, yeah.
He was arrested at the age of 19 for possessing 2 joints.
Oh.
Troublemaker.
I'll go through his movies and you tell me yes or no to his
Oh my
movies.
god, there's going to be 20,000
That's
of his
okay.
movies.
That's how we play the game.
I hate Bruce Willis.
I bet you like more of his movies than you
I'm
hate.
just going to tell you right now, I love them all except for Hudson Hawk.
Hudson Hawk's great.
Hudson Hawk.
Hudson Hawk was
I
great.
don't even know what that is.
You don't
horrible.
ever want to
You
see
never
it.
wanna see it.
I never want to see Die Hard either because I don't like it.
Oh, I love him.
I didn't really like Striking Distance.
All right, here we go. You ready? He's in the new Death Wish, by the way, the remake. He's going to play the main role in it. And Die Hard Year One. Okay.
You should probably start from the 90s and up.
Yeah, that's probably good. Good. Yeah.
Oh no.
Uh,
You just puke?
no. Die Hard. Say yes or no, baby.
Yes.
Blind Date.
Yes.
Look Who's Talking.
Yes.
Die Hard 2.
Yes.
Look Who's Talking Too.
No. Come on.
I love them all.
Hudson Hawk.
No.
Billy Bathgate.
Never saw that one.
The Last Boy Scout.
Yes.
Death Becomes Her.
Yes.
Striking Distance.
Yes.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I don't like that movie, but I like him.
North.
Yes.
Color of Night.
Yes.
Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yes, that's the best one.
12 Monkeys.
That's kind of weird.
Bruno the Kid, the cartoon series about him.
It was cute.
The Fifth Element.
Yes.
The Jackal.
Yes.
Mercury Rising.
My mom loves that movie.
Armageddon.
Yes.
The Siege.
No.
He was starring 2 video games. I forgot he was in the game Apocalypse. The Sixth Sense.
Yes.
The Story of Us.
That's a bad one.
The Whole Nine Yards.
It's the one with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Unbreakable.
Yes.
Bandits.
Yes. Have you ever seen that?
Do you have that movie?
Good. No, I don't think we do.
Deep what?
Bandits.
Ocean's 12. He's uncredited in it.
He's in it for like a second.
Sin City.
Yeah.
No.
You don't like
That
those?
is horrible.
Grindhouse.
Yeah.
Live Free or Die Hard.
No.
Surrogates.
I don't know that one.
The Expendables.
You like that one, baby.
Red.
That's when Morgan Freeman. I heard that was really good.
Yeah.
Do you remember that movie, North, Amy?
No.
Moonrise
It
Kingdom.
was a kid's movie, kind of. I think Disney did it. It was with Elijah Wood, and he decides he doesn't like his parents, so he's the first kid ever that gets rid of his parents and goes out and gets to pick who he wants to live with.
Mm-hmm.
So he, like, interviews all these parents, and he goes to different houses and lives with them.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it's a really cute movie. It's a Disney movie. It's one of my favorites. It was from the 90s.
He's been married since March of 2009.
Out of all those movies, I liked 4.
4?
4 movies of those. I liked.
Really?
Yeah, that's it.
Hmm.
And it's not because of Bruce Willis, it was probably because of someone else in that movie. Heavy stuff.
Well,
Heavy stuff.
I love him.
A lot of people do.
I think people are really into him.
Yep. My friend Tim, I think you would have sex with him. Yeah, but Tim's a boy. And
I'd
he's
ask
straight.
if Sam could come.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Thanks. I mean, I appreciate it.
I'd invite you.
I don't know if I'd want to be there for it.
I love my baby.
Thank you. Tom Atkins.
What?
He has a golden retriever named Gus.
What about Tom Atkins?
He has a golden retriever named Gus. His son graduated from Peters Township High School.
Yeah. We drove past
He
him.
lives in Peters Township.
Yeah.
Yeah. His longtime partner, David Llewellyn, died in 2004. So I don't know if Tom Atkins is gay. It's saying
He's
Tom.
not.
No, I don't think he is. Yeah, he's been married. His second marriage to Garn Stevens.
I don't know who that is.
It is. She's an actress. She was in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. She played Marge.
Oh, the lady who... The other one from... Remember the one who gets zapped, I think?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. It doesn't have dates of when they were married. But he's been married to Janice Lee Rogers from 1986 to now, and they have one child. His father worked at J&L Steel in Pittsburgh. He said the biggest treat of his life was meeting Vincent Price. He wished that he had had a career like his. He's handsome, rugged, versatile, and charismatic. That's what it says here on Wikipedia. His favorite movie is The Thing, the original. Yeah. How about that? Well, thanks for watching this. Amy, thanks for joining us for the podcast.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
About podcasts?
About just anything.
Oh. I'm excited.
About?
A lot of things.
Yeah.
If you'd like to watch Striking Distance, you should watch it, especially if you're from Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
You should
if
drive.
You haven't, you should be ashamed.
That's an idea for Amy's business.
What?
For you guys' business. If
you
you
go
took
tell the places.
a striking distance tour,
Yeah, I think
And then-
people would still sign up.
and then you get to go to the policeman's ball, and I'll get in a fist fight.
Yeah.
Like we'll set it up. We'll have people dressed up in the costumes, and you'll get to, and you'll be like, "Who's the best cop now?" And then I'll jump off the bridge.
Off the bridge.
And then we'll set it up where the whole tour you get to hear the Red Riding Hood song.
The whole way.
I think it's pretty exciting. Teen will be in it. Teen will play Tom Atkins.
Yeah.
You get Tom Atkins to be in it. You get to meet Tom Atkins.
I think he would sign up for it.
He'd be like, "What? How often do I have to do this?" And I'm like, "Once every 6 months."
Yeah.
He'd be like, "All right."
Yeah.
He seems like he would grudgingly admit that he would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very nice.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Okay." It's for Sam and Becca.
Sam told him he wrote a song about him when we met him. Sam was so nervous to tell him that.
Yeah, one of my band songs about Halloween 3.
So
I told Nick Castle, and he was like, or Tommy Lee Wallace, and he was like, "What?"
So Sam was like, "One of my songs is about you." He was even more nervous than I was.
I dedicate a song every show to Tom Atkins.
No.
Yeah, the last song I always dedicate it to him. And it's like you can tell who likes horror movies because all the horror movie dudes always talk to me about it afterwards.
They're like, yeah.
Talk about a super fan.
Oh, I'm ridiculous Tom Atkins fan. He's in Night of the Creeps. You ever seen that movie?
His funeral.
Oh my god. No, well, it's not going to happen.
He's gonna live forever.
He's going to live forever. Well, now we're going to watch and not talk about it on the show. Four Brothers. A movie about four brothers who are not really brothers. Who?
How do you know you've never seen it?
I've read the box.
Oh.
I used to dally in Blockbuster as a kid.
No dilly-dallies everywhere we go. Well, it's one of my favorite action movies.
Really?
Yeah, and it's still in plastic. I can't believe it.
I know, I haven't watched it yet.
Wow. So if you'd like to watch Striking Distance and get back to us, you can reach out to us at bnsaboutmovies@gmail.com. You can reply here on the YouTube or Facebook link. Or if you're listening to us on iTunes, I guess just use the email. And don't send a mean review like that guy did that we talked about before.
Ooh.
We got one great review, a 5-star review, and one half-star review.
What did he say?
Oh, we're not going to talk about it.
I want to know.
He said that my voice was annoying.
But he listened to 6 hours in a row of the show.
Yeah, he listens to our show for like hours and hours, and then decides that my voice is annoying. You know, it'd be funnier if he.
Because I'm in
He
the
also said that he was in the gym working out.
for 4 hours.
Yeah, I don't want
Because
to
I do double sets.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool
I
story.
think that this individual is just as annoying as I am.
I'm pretty sure this podcast isn't made for people who work out. So if you work out, stop listening.
Right now.
It's
for you.
It's me. It was the
Support
OG.
what you do.
I do. I want people to like be hanging and banging,
Banging and banging.
doing the irons. I can't get the TV to turn on. What if this is it? What if this is the last time it ever turns on?
It just turned on.
I know, but I like to set up some drama on the podcast. Oh, oh, this is my favorite point of any movie. You wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't steal a handbag. Yes, I would. Screw you, I stole a purse tonight at the casino. You wouldn't steal a television. How do you think we got this TV? You wouldn't steal a DVD.
Hell yeah, I would. Why would you steal your virginity?
Downloading pirated films is stealing. Well, do you remember whenever he used to download like that? We didn't even tell you what you were downloading. It's against the law. Download canceled. I'm going out with my backpack. Piracy's a crime. Look at that crack house type face. Oh my god, I get so excited about that video.
I know.
My favorite thing is when you buy a Blu-ray and then the warning was filmed like in 1977.
I know.
And it's like really low quality, like warning about stealing stuff. Oh.
Home entertainment comes the most outrageous comedy collection ever.
Anyways,
I want to listen to that.
thanks for watching our podcast, listening to our podcast. We appreciate it. And as Beck always says,
I'll see you at the movies.